Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto, and welcome to a fresh video from another beach. Today we're going to do some price analysis on Chiliz and have a look at some potential areas that you could invest and then some price targets going forward, and maybe even a bit of a price prediction in there. So first up, smash that like button, make sure that you are subscribed, and let's crack on. So hello, welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to a new video. We will start off by having a look at the general market sentiment, see what's going on in terms of Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then we'll run over Chiliz in some price analysis in the Tether pair and the BTC pair, and have a look at some key levels that we could target for either for buy-ins or for take profit regions, and like I say, maybe even a bit of a price prediction in there. So starting off, Bitcoin market dominance, we have had quite a big candle to the downside, was close up to that 43% and then bang, dropped away down to 42.8. It's quite a significant drop that. I mean, if you look at that 4-hourly candle, not had one that big since pretty much beginning of the month. So yeah, it's quite a big drop that. This is still looking good. I mean, we're continuing to drop. If you just look at this on a weekly time frame, coming right down into this area now. I think once we get below 40%, things will really start to get interesting. What's actually dropping this though is the fact that Bitcoin is losing dominance to a lot of these lower caps that are currently flying, and also Ethereum is flying on the BTC pair. If you look at that, those weekly candles pretty much since, towards the beginning of April, have been absolutely destroying Bitcoin dominance there. So every time I do an update, I'm moving this up. So if you look at that in terms of all-time highs, Ethereum's got 103% to make up on the Bitcoin, on the previous Satoshi all-time highs. So in general, the crypto market is looking good for altcoins, even though we've not seen much growth in them yet. Ethereum is running a show. You could say this is phase 2 of that alt season that we all crave for. So Bitcoin moves, which we've seen. Ethereum is now moving. I think it's still going to push up 5, 6, 7k before alts do start to push, and then altcoins will absolutely fly. And now, in my opinion, is a great time to be buying your favourite assets and just holding. So let's begin and let's have a look at Chiliz. We'll have a look at the USDT pair first. We have already got the previous all-time highs marked up, which was up at 94 cents. Let's just get rid of its previous TA. Right, let's get rid of that as well. So that is the all-time high up there. We've done quite a big retracement. If you're looking at a MACD for starters, I mean, we don't have a ton of data, but it's looking like we are coming towards the end of the bearish phase with potential crossover on those mover averages in the next couple of weeks. RSI up at 62%, so that's looking okay. Dropping down to a daily time frame, let's have a look what's going on here. As you can see, we did that massive pump to the upside. It was big. If you look at that in terms of a price from, let's go from the beginning here when it was February this year. Look at that, we shot up 3,000, close to 4,000%. So that's absolutely massive. And people are saying, "Oh, look, it's boring. Not much going on." It did a massive move to the upside. So what we're having now in this period of consolidation. So looking at that, to me, we are range bound. I mean, we did do quite a big pump up to the north. That's when we had some news. But in terms of price action, if you disregard that, we are pretty much range bound within here. So, I mean, you could say the lows are at 39 cents and the highs are at 66 cents, and we are bouncing within there soon. But things are going to break out at some point, and what we need to do is just have a look at some potential buy zones. I mean, usually I would look at this latest move here. So if you put the Fibonacci on from the bottom of this wick here to that top wick, it will give us some key levels. So currently, we are using the 618 level as support. We have failed to close the daily candle below that. So that to me signifies that is a bottom. So if you're looking for some buys, I would target buys within this range around 43 cents. I think that's a good level. It is a golden ratio, so I do think that is support now, and that will act as a bottom. If you want to, buy anything within that range, or even if you're targeting lower, you could potentially go down to 38 cents. We've had a wick down toward that region, but I think this is bottom, to be honest. If you're looking to get some orders within here, you need to place some limit orders. So that's a buy zone there. Potentially 38 cent if the market does drop, and you might get a wick down. But in general, I would be buying at 43 cent. Then going into target, so we can have a look at the extensions on the fib. So first target to break through is 61 cent. Once we do break above that, we can target 69 and 79. And then the ultimate target is breaking through all-time highs, which is very close to that dollar mark. What I'm going to do, though, is when we do break a daily candle above this level here at 79 cent, I will jump into some further price analysis then. So from current prices, you're talking 73% from the next time I do some TA on Chiliz. So hopefully you can get some orders filled within this region, potentially 38 cent, and then take profits at these regions. And then in terms of a price prediction, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that a little bit further on. I mean, you could give one now if we just go, if we just put Fibonacci on from the top to the bottom here. This will give us some key levels up to the upside. Let me just move that down. So if you look at that fib from that top level, from that top to that bottom, and then if you're looking for price predictions, I've been using this 4.6 level, so I think 319 level could be an area to target in the future, potentially this bull run. But let's just monitor that price and try and get some buys in down at these regions and take profits, and then try and accumulate as much as you can. So that is the tether pair code. That's some buy zones, take profit regions, and a bit of a price prediction in there at some stage, hopefully pushing up towards that $3 mark. Fingers crossed that does happen over the course of this year and within this bull cycle. So that's the tether pair covered. Just take a quick look at the BTC pair. Let's get rid of all that. Where's my delete? There she is. So yeah, exactly the same scenario here. We have done that massive spike to the upside. So the all-time highs was 1,683 satoshis. We then broke down, retraced back up to this level at 1,300, and then retraced again. In terms of buy zones, I mean, you can't really put the Fibonacci on this, but if you look at this level, we have not had a daily closure of a candle below there, 798 satoshi. So if you're looking for buys, I would place them at that level. There's no point putting a Fibonacci on that because we've nearly done a full retracement of that move. So I would put some buy zones, limit buys within this range around. I mean, it could even go down to this level, to be honest. These 2 wicks here, it looks like a solid level of support. So if you're looking for another wick down to there, so that's 652 satoshis, you might get a wick down before we then inevitably go to the moon. In terms of price targets on this, let's just put the Fibonacci on this level here, and we'll look at that negative fib level. So yeah, we've got 1,280, 1,451, and then the first major target is breaking through 1,686 satoshi. So yeah, consolidating period. After a massive rise, you would expect a period of consolidation. You can't expect it just to keep going up and up, because people do take profit, and when people start taking profit, the long-term holders start to lose a bit of impatience and then end up selling their bags, but it will bang at some stage. So all I have to say on that is hodl, and that goes for the same of any project within this current bull cycle. If you've done your research and you've bought in low, if you're getting itchy feet and thinking, right, it's not doing much, shall I sell? Do not sell. Things are looking good, and all I can recommend that you do is buy and hodl, and you will be massively rewarded for your patience. So that's going to do it for today's video. That is some price analysis on Chiliz, a bit of a rundown on the general market. I'm still bullish in general, so all is looking good. If you're new to this channel, then please make sure that you do subscribe to our channel, smash that like button, and I'll catch you next time.